Hi, my name is Eric Graff. I'm an attorney in Northeast Portland, and I practice primarily bankruptcy and consumer law. I'm a member of the consumer law section of the Oregon State Bar. I'm admitted to practice in the Federal District Court here in Oregon. I started out after law school working at a bankruptcy clinic, and I've been a sole practitioner now for about a year and a half practicing bankruptcy and consumer law. Now, if you clicked on this video, you're probably interested in information about bankruptcy or some of the alternatives. So what I'm going to do here is give you just a broad overview of the main options that clients have, and that is Chapter 7 bankruptcy, Chapter 13, and debt settlement. The first thing we do is we analyze your financial situation. Most people don't realize how unique and how detail-oriented their own situation is. Maybe there's a lawsuit. Maybe there's a relative that you owe money to. Maybe you can't afford fees up front, you need payment options. Or maybe you own property that has the potential to be seized by the bankruptcy court. So the point is, attention to detail is very important in every case, because every case is different. Now, the most common chapter of bankruptcy is Chapter 7. That's where you wipe out all your debts and you get a fresh start. Now, any non-exempt property that you own, it could be seized by the court. Most people have no problem keeping a house and their car. If you have a motorcycle and a boat, those are some examples of non-exempt property that you may not be able to keep. Now, to qualify for Chapter 7, you have to make under a certain amount of money every month, and that amount of money is going to depend on whether you're married and whether you have dependents. Usually we can tell you over the phone whether or not you're going to qualify for Chapter 7. Now, the other common chapter of bankruptcy is Chapter 13. This is where you make affordable monthly payments toward your debt every month for a period of 3 to 5 years, and then at the end of that period, whatever is left over is discharged in bankruptcy. Now, Chapter 13 can be more useful than Chapter 7 in certain situations. We use Chapter 13 to prevent foreclosures or to keep property that might otherwise be seized by the court if we were to file a Chapter 7. Now, we also use that if you don't qualify for Chapter 7. We use Chapter 13. Now, debt settlement is another option. This is where we negotiate with creditors to try to reduce the overall amount that you owe. This is for people who are determined to avoid bankruptcy and they only have a few creditors. There are some negative tax consequences to debt settlement as opposed to bankruptcy, so that's why we want to make sure that if you go with debt settlement, we've got to make sure it's the right option for you. As a final note, not all debts are dischargeable in bankruptcy. Student loans, domestic support obligations, child support, criminal restitution are some examples of non-dischargeable debts. Taxes are sometimes dischargeable and sometimes they're not. So that's a brief overview of bankruptcy and debt settlement possibilities. So if you'd like more information, you can give me a call and we'll schedule a free consultation.